Hi, my name is Jennifer from the Arc of Pennsylvania and Include Me, and I'm here with my son Chase.
Hi.
My daughter Rhiannon.
Hi.
And we are going to read. What are we going to read?
Yes, I can.
Yes, I can. All right. So we'll read and I will show you the pictures. If you have any questions, please type them in and we'll do our best to answer them. All right. So this book, let me just see it for 1 second, bud, is called Yes, I Can, and it is written by Kendra Barret, Jacqueline Toner, Claire Freeland, and illustrated by Violet LeMay. All right, bud. You can turn the page. All right. This is Caroline. Like many kids her age, Carolyn loves animals, castles, and building with blocks. She is helpful to her mom and dad, even to her baby brother. Do you see it?
What baby brother?
She has a baby brother.
Baby brother's uncle.
Carolyn started a new school this year. She thinks her teachers seem nice, and she is getting to know her classmates. The other students are curious about Caroline because she uses a wheelchair. When she was born, her body did not work like most people's. She cannot use her legs to walk, but she can do almost everything at school, even when she needs to do things a bit differently. She joins right in during reading time. The teacher asks if the children can think of words that rhyme with cat, and Caroline says,
Yes, I can.
she is excited to add to the list. All right, hold on, turn the page. Sometimes Carolyn can do what the other kids do with just a little help. At circle time, Carolyn wants to sit on the carpet with her classmates. Her teacher helps her get out of the wheelchair. When her teacher asks if she can come up front to help with the morning song, Carolyn says,
Yes, I can.
I did that right. Instead of walking, Caroline uses her hands to scoot on her bottom to get to the front of the class. The first few times, the other students stared because they had never seen a kid move like this. But now they're used to it, and they hardly notice. It's hard to see that picture. When the students return to their desks, the teacher asks, "Who would like to feed Toffee?" Carolyn raises her hand up high, but the teacher picks Jack to feed the bunny.
Who's Toffee?
She says, "Carolyn, you can hand out these papers to the class."
Who's Toffee?
It's hard to fit her wheelchair between the desks and chairs, and it's frustrating, but Carolyn says,
Yes, I can. So,
"Yes, I can." We're going to ask the questions when we're done, okay? At lunchtime, Amira asks if Carolyn can eat with her, and Carolyn says,
Yes,
I can.
Carolyn and Amira travel in line with their class to the cafeteria. Carolyn pulls her wheelchair up to the table. Amira sits on the end so that Carolyn can sit right next to her. Carolyn shares the cookies she baked at home with her dad. Today is a super fun day because Carolyn's class is taking a field trip to a bowling alley. Sarah asks if Carolyn can ride the bus with them. Carolyn says,
Yes, I can.
Carolyn's teacher has a special bus come. Carolyn gets to ride up on a rear elevator made just for wheelchairs. At the bowling alley, Justin asks if Carolyn can bowl. Carolyn says,
Yes, I can.
Carolyn asks Justin to help set up a ramp at the end of a lane. She needs someone to lift the heavy ball to the top of the ramp, but then she can push the ball down the alley. Everyone in class wants a turn using the ramp. One of Carolyn's new school friends, Jasmine, invites all the classmates to her birthday party on Saturday. Carolyn's mother tells her that the party is at a trampoline gym. You won't be able to join the other kids in jumping, but you can go to the party and watch. Carolyn says, yes, I could. See that picture? It doesn't look very sure about it. The other kids are having so much fun on the trampolines that they hardly talk to Carolyn. She's feeling pretty sad and lonely and thinking maybe she should have stayed home. Then Jasmine's aunt walks in with Jasmine's little cousin Tina. Tina is about the same age as Carolyn's brother, and Carolyn knows that babies love playing peekaboo. Since she's feeling pretty bored, Carolyn starts to play with the baby. Soon, baby Tina begins laughing. Two girls leave the trampoline and come over to play with the baby too.
What baby?
Little baby Tina. At home, after the party, Carolyn tells her mom how she felt left out at first, but that in the end, she was glad she went. Her mom tells Carolyn that she's proud of her for finding ways to have a good time, even though there are things she can't do. That's okay, says Carolyn. There's a lot I can do, and my new friends are really great. The next day at recess, the kids are having a running race. A boy from another class calls out. She can't run, so she can't play. Carolyn feels sad and left out. She says, I don't know how I can. Jimmy says, what does Jimmy say?
Yes, I can.
And he says, yes, you can. Carolyn, you can be the referee. That's an important job because you get to announce who wins each race. Carolyn is glad when she can be a part of things, even if she can't do everything the other kids do. That night, Carolyn tells her dad how Jimmy helped her to join in with the others. Well, Carolyn, I'm glad your new friends can find ways to help you play with them. Carolyn says, yes, they can. So, this story was about Caroline, right? She is right here. She uses a wheelchair. Does anybody here with me today use a wheelchair?
Yep.
Who does?
I do.
You do.
But
Yep.
not so much anymore because I walk now.
What do you walk with?
A walker.
Yep, so Rhiannon uses a walker. Here, we're going to take the book. All right, so there was a couple things in that book that I kind of wanted to talk about.
Who's Toffee?
Well, Toffee was the bunny in the class. So what I wanted to talk about was when they went to the trampoline park. So we don't have a trampoline park here, but we have a place called Bloom Bounce, and it's full of all the little bounce houses and stuff. And Rhiannon, can you go into those things?
Yep.
Can you stand up and bounce?
Yes.
You know, you don't stand up and bounce, so what do you do?
Sit.
You sit. Yep. You sit there and you bounce, and Chase bounces around you, right? Right? So we can do that, and we can have fun with that. And the other part was the race, right?
Yep.
Where she was in the race. So what, Rhiannon, could she have done? Stay here.
You used her wheelchair.
Yeah, and did what?
Went to the race.
She could have been in the race and just propelled it, right?
Yeah.
Right? What do you think?
You asked the
I
same
did.
question.
Do you know anybody? Do you have any friends, Chase, that have a disability?
Many.
Many? How about we had one we were just talking about and Chase didn't even realize that he had a disability. So you just have friends and you have fun, right? So does anybody have any questions? We'll wait. I also wanted to kind of say something about how we're all kind of stuck in our houses these days with not much to do. And I want to make sure that we reach out to our friends. So we have lots of social media, and the kids here both have Messenger for Kids through Facebook, and they can talk and share videos with, we'll talk about that in a little bit, talk and share videos with some of their friends. And so we have some friends that we talk to, or we just share some videos, and maybe they don't have spoken language to talk back to us, but we can still talk to them through our messengers, or an email if you have that. Not every kid has that, so we can also send letters. Maybe your teacher can get you an address for a classmate that might not have the internet, and you can send them some pictures or letters or something and let them know you're thinking about them. I know. Rhiannon really wants to meet up with one of her friends that we don't know how to get in touch with. So talk to your teachers and see if they can't help you.
I don't know if I can talk to my teachers about that.
So we're going to be here every Friday, If anybody wants to ask any questions, we can talk about how to include our friends when we do get back to school or in the community when we're out at places like trampoline parks or amusement parks or just the park in general, right? We just had a new park built by us that has it's an inclusive park where we can put wheelchairs on swing sets and.
I have a question.
Yes. Yeah. I'll tell you later.
I have a question.
Go ahead. What's your question?
So, I'm gonna meet with everyone.
I'm gonna ask you. We're gonna answer that question later.
I really want to.
So, thank you very much. Feel free to make some comments on this post if you have any questions, and we would be happy to answer them. Thank you.
I really want to know